Hello, welcome to the May 2024 video edition of the Iowa General Fund Monthly Revenue Memo. My name is Eric Richardson, Fiscal Analyst for the Iowa Legislative Services Agency, the nonpartisan support agency of the Iowa Legislature. This video covers Iowa General Fund revenue for fiscal year 2024 year-to-date through June 3rd. Changes over the past year to deposit processing, as well as changes to the due dates for sales tax, have caused the traditional revenue analysis performed through the end of the last day of a given month to be incomplete and often misleading. For that reason, the LSA's monthly video memos present information through the first day of the following month, where the month-end deposit processing and due date changes no longer impact the analysis in a meaningful way. For the month of May 2024, the issues were eliminated with tax deposit transactions processed on June 3rd. This table shows Iowa net general fund revenue through June 3rd of 2023 and 2024. Revenue has decreased $18 million on a fiscal year basis, or minus 0.2% year to date, and includes a $733 million decrease in net individual income tax. The most recent revenue estimating conference estimate for total net receipt growth, excluding transfer revenue, for the entire fiscal year is negative 2.2%. So the year-to-date growth rate remains above what is needed to meet the latest revenue projection. By breaking overall net revenue into gross receipts and refunds, the current situation does look more positive. Gross revenues through June 3rd are up 2.5%, but the decrease in net revenue comes in at a minus 0.2% due to a 27.7% increase in tax refunds issued during the fiscal year, including a 211.9% increase in corporate tax refunds issued during FY 2024. However, school infrastructure transfers have lagged sales tax revenue for the entire fiscal year. While gross deposits of sales tax have decreased 0.4% through June 3rd, sales tax transfers out of the general fund to the school infrastructure fund have decreased 3.4%. This chart shows fiscal year 2024 year-to-date net revenue growth as we calculate it for these monthly video memos. Growth through June 3rd is $133 million higher than the growth calculated through May 2nd. Positive net revenue over that period can be traced to a $120 million increase in net insurance and other taxes, primarily due to pass-through entity tax, or PTET, elections, which have totaled $863 million thus far in FY 2024. Taxpayers had an April 30th, 2024 deadline to make PTET elections retroactive to tax year 2022. PTET revenue will be refunded to taxpayers through a tax credit during FY 2024 and beyond. Through June 3rd, there have been only $6.5 million in PTET refunds recorded in the state accounting system. Since May 2nd, there has been a $77 million decrease in individual income tax growth, while individual income tax refunds have also decreased $89 million, creating net positive revenue growth for the individual income tax during this period. This chart shows the combined total of tax year 2023 income tax net payments as returns were filed and processed this spring. Since for most years tax refunds issued exceed the amount of payments made by taxpayers who owe additional tax when a return is filed, the net impact of the filing of tax returns is traditionally negative. This chart shows the last 9 years of the combination of payments with income tax returns and tax refunds issued. This year, FY 2024 is shown as a green line, while last year, FY 2023 is shown as a dark red line, and FY 2022 is shown in black. The remaining years shown in gray are FY 2016 through FY 2021. This graph highlights two things. First, FY 2022 tax returns were historically good for state tax revenue. And second, although FY 2024 looks poor by comparison, the year is actually fairly positive when compared to other recent years. The combination of payments with tax returns and tax refunds since early February account for $198 million of the $773 million net individual income tax revenue decrease for the fiscal year. Income tax rates for tax year 2024 were reduced from tax year 2023 beginning January 1st. This tax rate reduction can be analyzed through the combination of withholding tax deposits and individual income tax quarterly estimate payments. This chart shows the moving total of that combination for the past 9 years, starting in early February and moving through June 3rd. FY 2022 is shown as the highest black line, while FY 2023 is shown in red, and the current year, FY 2024, is shown in green. Tax payments associated with the current tax year since early February account for $97 million of the $773 million reduction in net individual income tax for the fiscal year. In summary, net revenue on a fiscal year basis and excluding transfer revenue through June 3rd is down 0.2%, and that rate of growth remains above the Revenue Estimating Conference projection for the entire fiscal year. However, expected PTET refunds have yet to be processed. A major driver of the revenue decrease is found in the processing of tax year 2023 individual income tax return payments and refunds, but the slowdown is only significant when compared to the prior 2 years. Compared to the other years, tax year 2023 returns appear normal. Recent income tax reductions are taking hold in the general fund revenue stream, and this situation will continue through the end of this year and into the following fiscal years. Goodbye, thank you, and please check out the next monthly video memo in early July.